Good morning. I'm trying to be quiet because my children are asleep, but I see something on the baby monitor. Here's our goat Pesky, and I haven't met this one yet. Excuse me. Coming in. Hi, what did you do, Pesky? Oh, what a gorgeous baby. I know, you're probably thirsty. I didn't leave her with a water bucket in the kidding stall last night. I wasn't sure that if she did go into labor that she wouldn't deliver the baby into the water, and it's freezing temperatures, so obviously that would be a death sentence. At this point, I'm really glad I did that, but I need to get her some water and check and see if she's maybe has more kids in there. Looks like another doe. Havoc's given us so many girls, gorgeous girls. Come here. It's going to the heat lamp. Look how warm it is. There we go. You know what? This is afterbirth, so she is done. One doeling. So if I hold this up to the light, you can see the individual little placentomes inside. This is one way you can tell that it's not the baby's birth sac. This is the placenta, or the afterbirth. So Pesky is done. I'm gonna leave this in here in case she wants to consume this. If the does consume their placenta, they actually are able to replenish some of the nutrients that are lost just as a consequence of giving birth. I mean, there's blood loss and all of that, and being able to reconsume that helps replenish that much faster, and they can bounce back a lot faster. They don't all eat it, but most of them do. Fun fact, did you know that triodyne does not freeze? No, she's actually... She basically has a non-existent cord stump, which I don't like. Now, obviously, that's one of those things that you really can't control unless it comes out real long and you have to cut it. Usually you want to leave about 1.5 to 2 inches of cord to be able to dry off and seal off that one entry into their body cavity that could present a point for infection. So because it's so close to her body where it broke off, really the bacteria can get into her body quite quickly, where normally the umbilical cord shrivels up pretty fast and creates a seal real fast. She doesn't have that opportunity or luxury, so she's relatively freshly born. I can see that, so we're not too late on putting this on. I don't think there probably is a too late, but we don't want any infection getting into her body. It could kill her. So the low tonight, or this morning, is 16 degrees, and she did awesome cleaning off her one baby, getting her warm, getting her dry, and the baby's absolutely fine. It looked like she went ahead and had her baby as far away from the heat lamp as possible, but in our barn we do a deep bedding winter method. I actually do deep bedding year round, but especially in the winter, we try to keep manure and then more straw. Manure. The pigs heard me. It's not breakfast time. Shh, I know. You did a good job. We try to keep manure and then straw. Manure and then straw, and as that kind of slowly breaks down, it creates a nice warmth in the floor. It's not breezy tonight, there's no draft. It's actually quite dry, it's not a humid cold, and of course Pesky's a good mom, so their baby did great. Pesky also comes from a long line of goats that have dam raised their kids. And that means that the doe, through the generations, has been allowed to raise her babies. So there's that inherent memory of how to be a mother that sometimes, not always, but sometimes can get bred out as producers pull babies at birth to bottle feed them. There's really no right way to raise goats, but it's a little bit more of an insurance policy. If you at least let your doe nurse for the first 24 hours or so and get that great colostrum from mama, before you pull the baby, it helps keep that mothering instinct alive, and it does get passed down. Huh. You did a good job, Pooh. What'd you do? I know. You want to tell everyone about it? You're kind of chunky. I'm sorry. This little girl is so great at nursing too that it helps me know that she is warm enough. If a kid is going to develop hypothermia, the first thing to go is their suckling reflex. If you've got a dry nursing kid, they're probably warm enough and they're probably going to continue to be warm enough with that warm colostrum in their belly. But if you're not sure if the kid is warm enough, you haven't really seen them nurse, they're still dry but they seem a little, you just want to make sure. Let me show you how you can tell if a kid is approaching hypothermia. But if you put your finger in their mouth and it's warm to the touch, then you're good. I'm not entirely sure about kid goats, but I know that adult goats should run between 102.5 and 103 degrees, so they're warmer than humans. The inside of her mouth should feel warm to the touch. And if it does, try to convince the baby to nurse if you haven't seen that happen already. It's really important that they get that colostrum, hopefully within the first hour, but within the first 6 hours is pretty critical. I've got an older video that I'm gonna put up here. It's when Pesky was born. And I've seen all I need to see. Pesky's doing an awesome job, so I'm gonna get inside.